What
did
we just watch? Welcome to another episode of What Did We Just Watch, where we discuss movies that we have watched, whether it be good or bad. I'm JJ.
I'm Leo.
I'm Josh.
And let's start discussing. So,
What gum in my mouth, so I sound like an idiot.
So it was your pick, Josh, so tell us what we watched.
Mom and Dad.
And who's in it?
Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair.
That's right. A good old Nick Cage flick.
That's right. I discovered it watching YouTube with you.
Yes, we
And
discovered
then
together.
I just saw it and I read what the premise was and I had to...
And I went to Walmart to buy...
Yes, you did.
I didn't buy it because I didn't know it was out or even at Walmart. I went and bought the Disaster Artist. And right next to it was Mom and Dad. So
There you go. It was
$14 on Blu-ray, right? Bam, had to get it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Do we need to... You want to talk about... You can read the plot. You want to read the plot?
I can read the
Since
plot.
it's your movie pick.
There's definitely something terrible going on in this peaceful suburban community as one after another otherwise loving and caring parents mysteriously turned into ravenous carriers of an unfathomable pandemic that targets their offspring. And that's about all you need to know. I'm not going to read the whole thing. But
you could have read the shorter one.
yeah, probably. But basically, and that right there is one of my problems is they don't go into what happened.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
It kind of does in
Sort of,
like
the
news
news clips and
but
stuff.
it's not like a
They
full,
don't know what it is.
Like Dr. Oz was explaining during one point that like pigs do that. The female pigs do it to their newborn or something sometimes.
Right.
I don't know. But okay, let's start at the beginning.
So, and also none of us have kids either.
Yeah,
So it's kind of hard, I mean, it's good movie,
we
funny
have
movie.
Fur babies.
You're right. So in the beginning of the movie, it's like one of the very
Wait, spoilers just in case too.
Right. Yeah, definitely watch the movie, then listen to the podcast. So,
Or if you don't care about spoilers, listen, and then watch whatever.
Yeah.
watch, listen, watch, listen, watch.
All right.
So there's like this scene, you know, before you even know what's going on, and it's like this lady leaves her kid in the car, like on a train track with the train coming, and she walks away.
Right.
So that's kind of the intro for the
Static
movie.
is playing on the radio, if you didn't notice, but that it is playing on the radio.
I didn't notice.
This has something to do with it eventually. Like we assume throughout the whole movie, it's something to do with static.
Probably.
Right.
But yeah, so there's static, and then all of a sudden, when she gets out of the car, it hits into a song or whatever, and then she leaves the baby there, and then train's coming, and it doesn't stop because it's on the news while Nick Cage and his family are eating breakfast,
Which
And
is kind of a weird...
Yeah,
It's like a really weird scene. It's like bad acting, but like on purpose.
But, yeah, I know.
Right.
Like traditional weird family, like a family breakfast.
It's a Selma Blair, right?
Selma Blair,
Selma
yeah.
Blair. Like she, I guess, fucking orgasms over coffee or something. I don't know. She like takes a drink and just like, oh, it doesn't really make noise, but her face is just like.
It's like Nick Cage ain't tearing it up right. I mean,
And then,
oh.
so then of course, Josh is always in love with the young women.
No.
Very glad that
no.
She is 18.
She is 18.
I'm
She's
checking
18.
IMDb right
She
now.
was just playing a 15-year-old.
Okay. God.
Yeah.
Saunders.
I
Gotta keep them young. I'm like Matthew McConaughey in that Dazed and Confused. Or whatever.
So
I keep getting older and they stay the same age.
Oh yeah. So so the breakfast scene, and then you have the Chinese
The maid.
Oh, yeah.
with the daughter. I guess
Right.
who doesn't have to go to school.
Yeah. They're here illegal because Trump's not doing his job.
I guess. But then the daughter was making fun of something about her grandfather coming over for dinner because of the war stories, the Vietnam stories, and kept calling them Charlie and stuff.
Yeah.
And the mom doesn't even know what race her maid is because she said, "Oh, I'm sorry" to the lady, and she goes, "Oh, I'm not Charlie. We're Chinese. We're not Charlie." I'm like, what? And then
Mild racism.
and then so the news is showing the car from the train where the baby was killed or I guess the toddler or whatever was killed in the car. And Nick Cage and his son are playing with little Legos and a truck.
Yeah.
and they're reenacting it, making fun of the news story, and the Lego men are on the ground, and Nick Cage squirts ketchup all over like blood, and they're like,
Shit, I missed that too.
yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, you're so insensitive and stuff." And it's
Wow.
like, okay.
And Nick Cage wasn't even that prominent in the movie. I
No,
thought.
there's like a
I
30-minute
I see Nick
thing where
Cage
it's
on a movie with this kind of plot, you know, I'm
Yeah.
expecting, you know, the
Yeah.
trailer for it said total nutzoid.
Yeah.
So I was expecting it to be like
And his, like,
insane and just
one, like-
quotable.
Right, and there was one Nutzoid part, or I mean, one of a few, wasn't even to do with like the killing. It was
curse or plague or
Yeah,
whatever it was
it
going
was like
on.
his mid.
He wanted his fucking pool table.
Yeah,
midlife
he
crisis
just couldn't line it
bullshit,
up
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then his wife pissed him off, so I guess they're having trouble too. But this
Yeah.
is all like 3 weeks beforehand.
And it kind of gives hints into like one of the main plots, lines, I guess, would be kind of midlife crisis.
It's
because,
got- yeah.
you know, it has that one weird scene where he's driving that car in circles,
some chick.
banging that chick, and it doesn't say
her
like
tits hanging
that
out.
was me or not me or whatever. It just kind of showed it and then went on.
And
It's like,
eventually, he's like,
ah,
he remembers. He was saying how he was younger. His feet never hit the ground, and he was wild.
quote unquote young dude.
Yeah.
And you gotta love Nick Cage in this too, because like he does. I think the director just told him to fucking go for it. Like
Just be Nick
be
Cage.
Nick Cage
Yeah.
and go as nuts as you want. Nutsoid, I'll take their word too, I guess. But like he's so good. Like when he is on the screen, you can't take your eyes off of him because he's like the
I'm
best
just
actor
like
in
waiting
there.
for
Yeah.
something to happen. Yeah.
Like you know something is crazy, and I thought Selma Blair did a good job too.
Oh yeah, those two were definitely good.
They were
for that
really
part
good.
for this kind of movie.
I feel like if they would have been two different people, like lesser actors, maybe it wouldn't have been near as good.
Right, right.
You know?
But like the fucking movie we watched last time, like if those
Beyond the
style
Gates,
actors
yeah.
Beyond the Gates, if those would have been in there, it'd have been bad. Like
Right.
I can't get into Beyond the Gates again.
Which there's
But-
this website called mondotees.com, and it sells like vinyl on soundtracks on vinyl and stuff. And that has the soundtrack for it they're selling on there. I'm like, what?
we know what he
For
was.
the mom and dad movie?
No, for Beyond the Gates.
Oh,
We know what JJ was googling when he found this website.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyways, back to it. But then you got, so they got two kids, the typical teenage bitch,
right?
Who's like,
yes, she is.
and then
Sorry.
I guess just playful, annoying little.
Who
brother.
doesn't go to school?
Yeah,
for some
not-
Yeah,
reason.
he was so
9
annoying.
years
Yeah, he's
old.
never in fucking school.
he
He's at
didn't-
the house the whole
He
fucking
didn't have to go
movie.
to school at all.
Why didn't the kid go to school?
Yeah, I know,
Like,
right?
you can't have the Asian
Just-
bitch wasn't homeschooling him. So I mean,
And her daughter wasn't at school
Right.
either. So what the hell? Maybe it was some kind of off day for the elementary school. Who
maybe
knows?
I don't know. But
Yeah, the maid's kid wasn't even at school.
But I love the opening credit scene. The camera angles in the whole film were awesome. Like you could just tell they were going for it. They had a little bit of a budget, probably. You
They
know,
had
like
to have a little bit of one, like more
I
than
mean,
Beyond the Gates to
way
get
more
Nick
than-
Cage
yeah.
and Selma
It
Blair.
definitely wasn't a total B movie. It's a B movie in what kind of theaters it was in and how much press it got, probably. But like production wise, I thought it looked really good.
Yeah, because it's like a Sharknado, which
Yeah.
they give a lot of money, and they try to make it a
Yes.
B movie, which I fucking hate. So, but that's what the kind of B movie you're looking at. I mean, even though
Right.
it looks cheesy and stuff, they still had a huge budget to make those
Exactly.
movies.
Well, I really like that. The music was awesome. You guys are probably going to touch on that a little more.
Yeah, well, that's a little further down on one of
Okay.
them, but yeah, the score.
Yeah.
all the because like a bunch of the killings, it's not like your typical horror.
Right, I was
killing.
really-
It's like-
Right.
it's almost
I
like,
wouldn't even call this a horror movie, really.
more like a thriller, I guess.
Yeah.
But
What would you call it,
But then I
JJ?
mean, kind of
Being-
horror, thriller,
Okay, okay.
horror, whatever.
It's
Just
definitely got
because-
horror in it.
Just
but-
because it's got the aspect of some kind of something going on with their brain, making them do this shit.
Right.
Or
There's a lot of suspense,
slasher, I guess
too,
you could
like-
say more.
Yeah, like the first 30 minutes, all the music's like leading up to shit, and then she'll like just close
There's
the trash
even
can
little
or something.
snippets where there's like the scene where Nick Cage the kid hits him with the ball, and,
And
he
he's like-
kind of gets
Yeah.
looks like he's about to snap, but then doesn't.
Right.
And it
Right
does
after he does that little creepy
tickling thing with
Yeah.
his fingers. Yeah, that like you said, Josh, was like the camera. Had
Yeah.
his fingers like that. That was kind of
So
creepy.
yeah,
and
so
cool.
you had the Asian, almost like racist type thing, and then you have the boyfriend who's black,
Right.
and
Nick Cage ain't a big fan of him.
But I mean, and you kind of wonder, is it because he's black? But he says it's because
like it's just because it's like a dude.
It's
with
it
his dog.
is,
Yeah.
but then it kind of also makes you think it's a little bit too. But he does say it's because he's older than her by 1 year.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
There's a lot of weird. They tried to like stick to some of like the traditional like things you might see in like an older movie or TV
Yeah.
show. That seems like something they would say, but like it's a new movie and it's obviously set in this time, and
Right.
it's just like, why is that a thing?
Let's also talk about that the black guy in this is one of the only black guys that never dies in a horror film.
You're right. They might have went out of their way to make that happen.
Because you think he's dead and he doesn't die.
Yeah, he
Right.
almost died.
He almost dies like 3 times.
Yeah.
So then, all right. So then we go to they're at school, and all of a sudden, like that weird like hip teacher thinking he's cool and stuff takes
Yeah.
the phone, and then says, "Oh, bring me your phone too" to her, and then all of a sudden he starts getting phone
That
calls.
teacher was such a loser.
Yeah, he was. He was trying to be
Kinda
cool, but
weird.
He jerks
Yeah.
off at lunch.
'Cause they are at a Catholic school, it seems like, because they're
Yeah.
In the
School.
like the attire and stuff. Yeah.
And then
Well, I put like there's weird pacings, and it seems like they're just forcing stuff until the kid killing
Right.
starts. Like
'Cause, I
they
mean-
had to put it in
Right,
there.
right. That's what it all kind of builds up to.
Yeah.
Is waiting for like
he keeps
what's
getting
going to
phone calls
happen.
in his room saying, "Hey,
Send him to the
And
And
office.
then next
So
scene,
parents
boom,
are
the
here.
parents are
Yeah.
like outside trying to
police
fucking kill
police
the kid.
know what that all these parents are going after, so they show up
Yeah.
at the school, and then some crazy little blonde-headed kid decides to escape and goes to his mom and then gets killed. So and then there's a scene where they're running on the everyone's
Yeah.
running on the football field, and kids are dying, police are fucking up the parents and all this stuff. You have that scene. Then the girl who stole, or the teenager stole money from the mom so they can get some kind of pills.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It had like the class, like I keep saying, like it
Yeah.
was like
Yeah,
stealing
cussing.
from the mom, and all that kind of
Drugs.
stuff. Yeah.
But I think the central point of the movie is midlife crisis. Like it just took it to a whole nother level of like, but they still never explain.
But every time
Like-
there's always static, because like when the maid kills her daughter, there's static on the TV, and then she takes the meat cleaver and
Yeah.
good old Texas Chainsaw style.
Right.
And then they never really, they kill the maid, for instance, killed her daughter and then was just like, I gotta clean this mess
Yeah, with
up,
the mop and-
wringing
Right,
the mop
yeah.
out with all the blood and guts.
it's almost
and
like
stuff
they were
in it.
going for like if zombies were coherent.
Yeah,
like,
But they
yeah,
only
kinda.
kill
but they only
your offspring, because she killed the daughter, and
And it was fine when the boyfriend
Okay.
and the daughter.
Yeah.
Oh
came
no,
over.
but and the 9-year-old son came in and saw the kid on
Oh,
the other kid
yeah.
on the ground, and she just didn't do anything to him. So
Right,
it's just for you're safe
as long as you escape your parents, you're good. So,
So if your mom and dad are dead in this, you're fine.
yeah.
Yeah, and then it mentions too at the very beginning, kind of it, knowing what the movie's about to, happen, and they mention Nick Cage's parents coming to visit.
Visit, yeah.
So you kind
Yeah.
of forget about that at first, and then
Yeah.
it's like a little further on, the
That was a
doorbell
good
rings.
scene. Those
Yeah.
are good scenes too. He has to kill his parents or whatever.
Yep. And
Good
then,
times.
But yeah, like midlife crisis could be one of the point. It says, appreciate your parents maybe because
Yeah.
just at the end, you never really know what's gonna happen. Just like we keep saying, I was waiting for them to see how they were gonna. I had no idea because the movie was getting closer and closer to the end.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, how are they going to cure him?
Yeah.
What's the explanation? And it never gives you one. It's it's kind of an open-ended ending of the movie, so you just
I doubt
kinda
there'll be a sequel.
use
though.
your imagination. Yeah, I doubt it.
yeah.
But
So
they went balls to the wall though. Like it.
And then it was like the only time that they ever it was like good for the husband and wife too, because they really worked together. It seemed like
Yeah,
and got
during
along,
their-
trying to kill the kids in the basement.
where they
Right.
haven't been getting along, or
Right. Maybe this is just what they needed.
Yes, maybe that's what it is. Oh, then I thought there was going to be some kind of awesome kill with the blender, because the daughter, or the
I'm glad there wasn't.
the daughter's friend. Let's say, what is the daughter's name, so we can just say not daughter. Carly, yeah. So Carly and her friend go to Carly friend's house, and the mom of her friend is there, but they don't know it. But she sees Carly's friend sees this blender that made margaritas on there, and she goes in there, sticks her hands in, licks it, and then okay, maybe it's
I thought she was toast for sure.
I thought it was gonna be foreshadowing, something to do with that blender. She's gonna get killed with the blender. No, she gets choked out with the belt by her mom.
Yeah,
While
and the
drinking
daughter
a
sees
margarita.
it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then the mom is just laying there with her dead daughter, like, "Hi, Carly."
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I thought Selma Blair was awesome, man. The whole cast, like, everyone did their part. Like, even the little annoying kid wasn't that annoying.
Right.
Like,
And then
he was. It was annoying that he wasn't at school, but
he's just being a kid.
he was just being a
In
kid.
a
like,
weird scene with the gun in the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
That was-
It looks like it was homage to like a Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro.
Talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, I forget what he was saying, but he was saying stuff like,
need to
you
watch
jerk or something.
Yeah. I think he had his gun in the kill shot too, didn't he?
He meant
And
business.
sideways.
He had it sideways.
I wrote "Only Black Man in Horror Cinema Not to Die."
So that was
Yeah, that was
He's a
funny.
real stand-up guy.
Yeah.
And then, and all this is also this whole time, the mom's waiting on her sister. Selma
Yeah.
Blair's waiting on her sister to
Have her kid.
have her kid. So she gets a
Yeah.
call and goes to one of the craziest scenes I thought in the movie. So
Yes.
they go
Beautiful. Sorry.
Leo vaping over here. But anyways, we go to the hospital where the sister's having the baby.
Like,
Get
great.
there.
I don't know why, but I thought it wasn't gonna go the way it was gonna.
Yeah.
It went.
But
I don't
no.
know why I thought that, but
So let's talk about. So they get there, and so the sister's there, and then her boyfriend's there. But you don't know that at first. They go, "Oh, you're the husband." They go, "No, he's the boyfriend. It's complicated."
yeah.
So what's like,
What was the point of that?
or you're the or are you the dad? I think is what they said. And they say, "No, he's the boyfriend. It's complicated." So
Yeah.
I mean, she could have got pregnant before she got with him.
Yeah.
So how's that complicated?
Yeah. I've dated a
Well,
pregnant
hey.
chick. I mean,
Okay, so then we go to, and they have she gives birth, has the baby. Baby is fine. She's holding the baby. Nothing's happening yet. Then you look over to like the heart monitor thing, and it goes into static.
Yeah.
And then the mom starts
Oh,
to
shit. Oh,
to
shit.
squeeze,
Yeah.
starting to squeeze this baby, this little tiny newborn baby, the whole time, while. And then, so squeeze the baby. They're trying to get her away. Mom's trying to kill the baby now.
And then the
whole
sound-
time, this is playing.
very good choice.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Yeah, the whole time.
But not creepy, it wasn't meant to be that, but they used the soundtrack and the songs and the lyrics at the perfect
But this is
time.
the kind of songs that are playing while the people are dying.
Right,
It's not,
right.
It's not like your typical, like, scary stuff. And this is the Roxette by, Roxette and, what is it called? It May Have Been Love.
Must have been
It
love,
must
yeah.
have been love. But yeah, so,
Not a bad song.
your typical. Yeah, so that's the kind of music playing while killing a baby. Which I think is,
Yeah.
and no one's cut the umbilical cord yet either, so I guess, that's still going, and then all of a sudden, was it
It was the nurse or something.
was it the nurse that finally cut it? So
Yeah.
and then Selma Blair had the baby,
ran off with it.
and then
yeah.
they came and got it. It's for the safety for the kid and whatever. I'm like, okay.
But then it almost made it look like Selma Blair was gonna take the baby.
I felt like
she didn't
kinda-
want her
she
kids
was about to
anymore,
do
but she
something
wanted new
crazy.
kids or something.
Right,
Like,
right.
it just, I don't know. So much was unexplained.
And then after that, you see a scene where all the babies are kept behind. Where you can stand in front of the glass and look at the babies in the room or whatever, and. All the
Didn't it had
dads,
all the
dads were
lined
lined
up
up
at the
there,
glass.
just like waiting to get in there to kill them.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. So yeah, you had that scene with so that awesome score there with that song. And then
I love the football field scene too, where the dad like throws the flag through or puts the flag
Oh,
through
yeah.
his daughter's
Yeah, that was
stomach
crazy.
and shit.
There's
not
a
the
lot
flag,
going
but
on there.
the down marker.
Down marker,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was,
when we were
I'm
talking
sorry,
about
I just
it.
randomly thought of that.
No, it's okay. We can go back and forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're at the hospital scene now, and then what else was there?
Then I had the whole second half of the movie almost, it just I mean, it was all cool and everything. I mean, it is what it is, but it's like they never left the house. It kind of felt like it drug on for a little bit there at the end. It was like, just either kill him, or escape, or tell us what's going on, or let's, the kids will have some sort of revelation of like what is causing this, you know. But they're just like at the house and then in the basement, and they just were doing
like
all this
almost
different
like
stuff.
if it wouldn't have had focus on one family and just showed what was happening all over the world. Like that'd
be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah,
or still showed what was going on in the world while the family's trapped too. Like,
that would be awesome. I wish they would have done that.
It showed a little bit, but not the whole world. It was just the count or the city they were in.
Yeah, but like he said, the last 30-35 minutes is just what's going on, and they're slowly dying of gas poisoning.
Oh, but talk about the boyfriend, because he goes home after his PSATs or whatever, and his dad's in there, and he's a drunk, he's passed out. You see that he's cleaning up his mess, and then boom, TV static again. He goes back to the room. Dad's not on the couch. Dad breaks the bottle, comes after him, cuts him. Boy pushes the table in front. Dad tries to jump over it, lands on the bottle. And then the son's trying to save the dad, and the dad's still trying to kill him. Then he escapes and figures out,
That's why I think it's partly like a zombie movie too, like because their goal is to kill their kid, and then they're fine after they do,
Yeah, because like they had the interview with that other guy, the black guy on TV. He's like, I'm trying to, muster up some tears for you guys, but I just can't. And he's like, I mean, what's going on is wrong, but it felt good and stuff like that. It's like, damn. And then like another part, they said like another interview of like, kind of like one of those Fox News, CNN, where it had 3 people on there. They're discussing, and they're talking about how it could have been maybe some kind of like war, thing to mess up the U.S. by terrorist attack with some kind of chemicals or
warfare or something. Yeah.
Chemical, yeah.
You know what this back and forth has really hit home for me though is Nick Cage was not in the movie enough.
Yeah, no, seriously.
We haven't mentioned Nick Cage in like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah, see, that's it. Yeah.
I think Nick Cage should have been in it more.
Right.
They focused on the kids and the mom really.
In it. Yes.
But I mean, like I guess you have to focus on the kids because they're the ones being killed.
Yeah, it was the kids.
True. Yeah.
It was the mom and then the oldest daughter too.
I just think it's kind of like a Jared Leto and Suicide Squad situation. Nick Cage like put his whole self into this.
Right.
And then he's really kind of like a secondary character when he's on the screen. You're watching him, but
he kind of had his own thing going on too.
Right.
Like his whole issue, it seemed like, was his midlife crisis, and
he had his porn at
like,
work.
I was,
whatever.
Passed
out with his porn on
Passed out with his porn at work. And stuff.
And then then it had like the mom and the daughter, and they had like their own thing. It was kind of like seeing their relationship.
Where the daughter was growing too old to be friends with the mom.
Right,
kind of
exactly.
To where
it was
and like we said, we don't have kids, so I don't know.
But I think it was a testament to like. Why the divorce rate's so high, like why people get unhappy with each other. The typical.
Maybe some people. Maybe they need to watch this and Do you think other people's parents think this about their kids? Like the last line of the movie. Can we talk about the last line where because you never really it ends the movie and they're tied. They tie the parents up in the basement.
Yeah.
And Nick Cage goes, sometimes you just we love you so much, but sometimes we just wanna.
And then
movie ends.
Yeah.
Surely other parents have said that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This is like, what if that shit really happened?
I'm assuming the last line was "kill you."
I'm assuming my mom said that several times because there was
JJ,
5.
not
There was
you.
5
No.
I'm just.
JJ's such a sweetheart.
And us typically
your mom deserves
my
a medal.
kids typically because we had 5 kids in the house. Growing up, so single mom, for most of the part.
Who caused the most trouble?
I don't know. Probably everyone. We always fought. I don't know. Probably me because I'd pick on them. But anyways, so,
I never had that problem.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, okay, midlife crisis. So yeah, he when he pops 3 weeks when he's making his pool table, he's rocking out to some punk, has a Misfit shirt on and all that.
Oh yeah.
So he's just trying to capture his youth, and
it's like a whole scene with him trying to fix the pool table,
and then the weird Tim Burton-esque pep talk at the end with his son. Like I was.
That, what, like you said with the camera, it kind of had it always had the camera
like,
not just level with. It was always. I don't know. I'm not. JJ would know
camera
more.
angles
It's
were
always
very
like
different.
down a little.
Yeah.
When you say, I'm shouting.
Yeah.
But it was always like kind of at an angle, like
Right.
below them. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool to just
I liked it, yeah.
throw that in. I don't.
And I liked when he was on the screen. Like he made do with his time. Like I like Nicolas Cage though. I mean,
What
some
about the
people
stupid Sawzall line?
Yeah, so okay.
It did have some bad.
So now we're back into the house where the boyfriend and Carly come in trying to look for the brother.
Yes.
And then they tell the maid to leave after they see what she's done, and they find the brother, and then Nick Cage comes home, gets smacked because the boyfriend's there. Smashes the boyfriend in the head after the boyfriend's trying to stop him from getting Carly and the brother. Joshua, right? Yeah, Joshua's the brother.
Good name.
Yeah. And so, yeah, he slams his head into the ground.
Yeah.
And, that's the first time you think the boyfriend's dead.
Right.
And then you had that. Then the mom comes home, and then while the kids are in the basement, so they're trying to get into the basement now, and that's where the Sawzall comes in.
Yeah.
It
Do you,
saws all.
Maybe I'm thinking way too, and I didn't write this down. I'm just thinking of it now. I didn't type this down. Whatever.
You mean you didn't type
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
This is me being really morbid and liking, fucked up shit. But do you think that they meant to have some meaning with her going after her daughter with a coat hanger? Because they say that's how they do like abortions and stuff. Is that me overanalyzing
Saunders,
things?
yes.
It's almost like a reverse. Like
I wish I would have just cut you out of me when you were, I don't know.
Saunders
it
is
could
trying to get deeper
then
here,
Then you think about coat hanger and Halloween.
Yeah.
Like the movie Halloween.
Yeah.
So maybe, and it was just reversed to where the
Right.
parent was doing it instead of the one escaping.
Right.
So because she was locked in the closet.
Yes.
Coat hanger. Typical Halloween Michael Myers scene.
Right.
Kind of.
So
And then
they
that
had,
coat
like,
hanger goes
oaths
right
and
through the
stuff.
fucking boyfriend's mouth after you find out he's not dead. Right
Yeah.
through the cheek. Then he gets knocked off
Falls
the stairs.
off the fucking
not even the
staircase.
stairs, like the
it's like a
balcony.
banister.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
falls right off of it.
Nope, that's the second time you think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But he's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
He's
had
like
that.
indestructible. Man, he's the real hero. Of the
And
movie.
before all this too, they find out like where the, she goes in the she goes outside to put the hose for the gas to try to get them out of the basement. So they're trying to gas their kids out, make them pass out, so they can get in there and kill them or whatever.
Right.
And the daughter recognizes that and puts matches, rigs up matches. to
I
go
would
out.
never. If there was ever a situation like that, I guess I would just die.
Yeah.
Apocalypse, zombie takeover,
You would think,
whatever.
we're dead.
I wouldn't know.
But you don't know until it happens.
Yeah,
though,
I'm
too.
not I guess my brain's not in the state of mind
Yeah.
to where I
Right.
need to live or escape or whatever,
But while
Yeah.
she's taking that hose to put it into the one, she goes by the trash can and smells something, and that's where the mom killed the Chinese kid and put her in the trash can in the
Right.
dumpster.
And then it has the scene where the boy finds I guess it's a dead.
Like it's some kind of animal.
So he sees those
Well,
the
it's suffering,
birds.
yeah, because it's suffering because it's still making noise.
Yeah.
And he had the birds.
Did you
pecking
hear
at
it
him.
making noise?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he took it into the dad's car.
I thought this thing that the boy was doing was going to be some sort of cause of
Oh, yeah, me
too.
it's some sort of rare so and so, and
No,
this
it's
putting
all
off
to build up just before- just so Nick Cage can talk to the son about not touching his car. basically.
Right. I didn't know that at first, but
Well, yeah,
I
no,
was
I
like,
didn't
oh
either, but-
shit, this is gonna lead into the whole cause of everything.
So he's taking care of this.
Yeah, and it just set up for the scene that
Yeah.
you said. The boy takes this dead animal, and
Well, not dead.
Well, I
yet.
guess it's not dead.
Suffering.
Yeah,
Because he takes some
to
Fruit
try to
Loops.
save it.
Yeah,
It's still
he's trying
alive
to
when he
feed
take
him.
him Fruit Loops, and then comes back in the morning and it's dead. That's when Nick Cage catches him.
And he probably killed him with the Fruit Loops.
Yeah, because they can't. Like,
Birds
they-
probably can't have Fruit Loops. But that car is like Nick Cage's last tie to his teenage
Teenage
years,
years,
and
yeah.
then he has to destroy it.
Because
to get
he
to his
wrecked it
kid
as a
and, like,
kid, and it was his dad.
Yeah.
His dad
Right.
he said his
Made him
dad
pay
paid
for
for it,
Yeah.
and he fixed it up himself or whatever.
Yeah.
pay
so
for it / buy
There's a
it.
lot of like
kind of lesson.
symbolism in the movie. Like I didn't even get the Halloween thing, and then I'm Mr. Halloween fan over here, and like
Are you?
yeah, he's my favorite one. But it's just that's cool. I like that. I'm thinking of abortion. You're thinking of
Yeah.
Halloween, so whatever. Man. I like this. This is good. But I mean,
So I didn't not like the movie.
Yeah. Then the mom and dad, the Nick Cage's mom and dad come.
Oh, yeah.
And he does, and he's trying to kill his kids, but he doesn't realize, his parents are coming. Oh, they're gonna try to kill me. No,
Right.
he just opens the door. Oh,
like
mom
lets
and
him
dad.
in, yeah.
Pepper spray right to the fucking eye.
Yeah.
Dad comes over there, starts stabbing him,
Yeah.
stabs him in the stomach, and he
Yeah.
said, "You killed me." He's like, "Oh, quit being a bitch." I missed your guts. Now I'm gonna kill you. And then they start running around trying to kill each other. End up in the garage, and the mom is still trying to find something to kill him too. But then Selma Blair takes care of the mom for a second. So they're in the car, and then Nick Cage gets in the car. It's on because the little boy turned it on and backs up. And outside the mom is for some reason already, and runs over the mom. I guess kills her. And then the dad's on the car, and they hit another car. The dad goes flying, lands on the corner of the car,
Yeah.
and smashes his brains in.
yeah, a
And
lot
then,
happened that last 30 minutes. I'm telling you, like,
and then how does Nick Cage not die whenever he opens the door
And
and
gets
the matches and gets blown
fucking
up?
blown to smithereens.
He doesn't even have
but
any
not.
burn marks. All he has is like the black, dust.
Yeah.
They
from
only
it.
angered him more.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's all. So how did he not die? And then the Sawzall come in again or something at another time. I don't know. Oh, and then the kid before, when she was trying to get in with the Sawzall, the kid found Nicolas Cage's gun that the wife didn't know about
yeah.
and had it in his backpack this whole time.
Yeah.
Shot the mom in the arm. Didn't kill her or anything. So then she's like, "Oh, you," and this is where the the mirror scene, like Taxi Driver kind of scene comes in, and he's over playing with it. But he's like, "How did the kid get in there?" And she asked, Nick Cage what was your combination, and it was Joshua's
birthday, yeah.
But how would the kid just randomly, "Oh, I'm just gonna try my birthday."
My
I
dad
had
loves
no
me.
fucking clue. Yeah. Yeah.
And got,
It's my birthday.
I got it out. So 9-year-old kid who didn't kill himself playing with it at first and knows how to fucking use
Those
the
are some
gun.
really smart kids.
Yeah.
The kid can
Knows how to use the
crack
gun.
all the locks in the house.
Maybe that's
She's
why he's not
attached-
in school.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Video
Yeah.
games.
Video
Blame,
games.
blame video
Saunders
games.
has always got. He's
Yeah.
like got all the deep thoughts here. Yeah.
He's just a genius. But yeah, man. I mean,
So I didn't not like it, and I'm such a sucker for, like, not necessarily weird movies, but like I saw the trailer and all the parents are killing the kids. I have to know why. Like,
Yeah.
driving me bonkers.
But it
So
doesn't
I-
tell you.
It didn't.
It
Eventually, didn't even tell
like
me.
you said, it just ends with
Yeah.
that line, and
I'm hoping there's like some YouTube videos of the directors and the writers talking about it. Maybe.
We'll
or
just say
someone
that
has, or some
open to
YouTube guys probably got
interpretation.
Yeah.
or some YouTuber has it explained for him. And
Has like
Because
Yeah.
IMDb calls it a pandemic or whatever, but it never gives on like it's a disease.
Yeah.
It just kind of tells that it's happening. Like,
right.
But I think we should give our final thoughts on it. What do y'all think? We went through the whole movie. You got something else?
Well, I'm just gonna tell the
rating.
ratings or whatever the review.
I like
okay.
that.
IMDb gave it a 5.5 out of 10.
Not great. Not great.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Amazon gave it a 3.1 out of 5.
Average.
Average, you got your 1 star at 28%, 2 star 11%, 3 star 9%, 4 star 26%, and 5 star 26%. So the 1% and the 4 and 5 are pretty average. Rotten Tomatoes was a critics 73%, so it wasn't.
It's fresh.
It's fresh, yeah, not rotten. And then 41% audience. Fuck you, audience.
But Batman vs. Superman's a 23. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah. So 6 out of 10 critics gave it 100 on the critics, and then 3 out of 5 audiences liked it. So whatever. Fuck you guys.
So it's kind of like middle of road kind
Yeah,
of.
so
Right.
Yeah, audiences don't like it, but critics do, I guess. But I loved it. I'm an audience.
I say watch it for sure.
Yeah, it's
especially
only-
if you
it's
have
only-
kids. I feel like I'd want to
Yeah.
hear what someone thinks
And
after
it's-
they watch this that has kids.
It's not even an hour and a half long. It's 83 minutes. So
Right,
it's a short
right,
watch,
yeah.
fun short watch. I loved it. I'm a
Whoa,
this kind
loved?
of movie. Yeah, this movie.
I wouldn't
kinda
go
like-
loved.
Yeah.
The only reason I won't go loved is
'Cause Nick
just the
Cage.
end and how it ends.
I figured
it left me unsatisfied of how it ended, and I thought Nick Cage probably could have been in a little bit more. But all in all, it was a great flick. I just wish they would have explained it. Like, a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of like Leo. I just wanted to know. I watched it for 83 minutes,
right.
wanting to know why.
And then I always try to like take a beat, and when they leave movies open ended like that,
Yeah,
kind of like, what's the point? You know?
Yeah,
and
that
then-
doesn't
Right,
always.
like-
Yeah, like something like that. No, it doesn't always bother me. So that's why I guess I liked it a lot more.
Right.
But I do wish Nick Cage was in it more. But overall, I really
Selma
enjoyed
Blair
it.
held her own though. She was really good.
Yeah.
She was more involved than Nick
Yeah, I don't
Cage
see
was
her
in
in
the movie.
anything.
I don't
so
either.
That was
Hellboy.
good. Yeah. So what's your rating, Leo?
I mean,
Are we doing the letter rating this time, or
average? I don't know. You know, I
Would
don't.
you?
Like
Would
a
you
I
C?
wouldn't say
recommend
don't.
watching
I
it?
wouldn't say. Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely
About a C?
recommend watch. Yeah, a C, I guess. Yeah.
what about you?
Wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen for sure.
Right, yeah.
I'll give
I
it
wouldn't
a-
say don't watch it. You know,
Right.
I'd say check it out. So
I'll give it an A. I'd say go watch it for sure.
I'm going B minus.
Okay.
I go B. I had a B plus, but the more I think about it now, I'm going a little bit B minus. I think.
Okay.
So I think we're kind of
So we'll
Sort of,
we'll
like-
give it like a. Well, you said
Just
what did
because
you
the
say
ending-
it was?
average C, I guess.
C?
We're an
Yeah.
A. You would give it an A.
I would give it an A.
Oh, my
JJ
This is
really,
my
and
kind
I
of
really
movie, man.
liked. I really
Okay.
like when I was
I mean,
here.
there was a lot of blood in it, so I mean,
yeah,
what? No, but like
Gushing.
when it comes into this kind of movie, I expect there to be blood.
Okay,
and there was
okay.
enough there for me.
It met JJ's expectations. Okay.
right. Yes.
Because
So
I don't
JJ
know,
was
man.
left
B-
satisfied and smiling.
B plus might be what I go with actually now.
plus, okay.
Fuck. Just because it looked good, they acted good, and my only beef is the ending of it.
Right.
Like, and that they didn't explain it. So I loved all
Even-
the acting. B plus.
B plus.
I can't do A.
B
though.
plus
I can't
and a
do
C.
A.
So
Sure.
I
average
can't
B,
do
I
that.
guess. Would it be an average of a B?
Yeah, and I'm not professional enough to
But
start
we
throwing
all-
pluses and minuses in there. It's like B plus.
Yeah. But we'll figure a
Saunders.
different rating system. sometime.
We're still
probably
on
gonna do
trial.
that,
These
yeah.
are not. Yeah, they were still
Yeah, we're
getting in
still
our
working on our
getting our swerve on.
getting our
Yeah.
groove on. You know. How-
Swerve.
No, like kind of like Stella got her groove on.
Uh-huh,
Well, this is what did we just watch? Gets their groove on. So we're
you
still,
go.
you know,
And we have
Okay.
a Twitter account now, thanks to JJ.
Twitter.
We're on Facebook.
No,
We're
just-
not on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Leo is on none of them.
Yeah, Twitter.
But,
Twitter.
um,
Our Twitter is
So elusive.
is WW or WDWJW18 as our Twitter handle.
Write that down.
And then listen.
Yeah, listen to us. Listen to us
She's
on.
got a lot, too. Sorry.
Jesus.
Wait,
Anyway.
is it the daughter again?
No,
Saunders,
that's
lies.
So, and then we're on YouTube at Not Your Puppets Entertainment,
Yes.
and then we got a SoundCloud.
Might be changing that YouTube to a WW. I don't know.
Nah, I just leave it because
Yeah.
I'll put other stuff on there.
Yeah,
too.
true.
Our SoundCloud, which I don't know how this works because it says I only got so many more hours of audio to put, so I have to look into it more to see if it's like monthly or what. But since we're doing the free trial right now, and our SoundCloud is what did we just watch? And then I'm working on a Stitcher, but I don't know. Like I thought I had it through, but then they said it's not working, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. So hopefully we'll have a Stitcher soon too. But
What the heck is a Stitcher?
It's
it's
just a podcast.
It's
app.
like YouTube, but podcast.
It's all
Okay.
podcast.
It's a
Yeah.
podcast of YouTube. So check us out on YouTube. YouTube is just a video, but it's just audio with pictures on it, like the picture of the thing. SoundCloud, is just audio. And then our Twitter account's just letting you know updates of what we're watching next. So you can watch it beforehand if you want, and we'll share our SoundCloud and YouTube on that too. And anything else, So give us a follow on that for sure.
Yes.
And then check us out on the other things. And
And JJ's gonna work on his tags on YouTube, and we're gonna try to get.
I did
more.
work.
Yeah.
I fixed
JJ
it.
is such a hard worker.
I am.
Well, he's always done this.
I finally got a computer too.
Yeah.
So
So we're gonna try to make it where it's more visible. Like if anyone goes to
More available
YouTube to watch
anyone
Mom and
else.
Dad's
Yeah.
trailer, our
Yeah.
video will pop up, and
Yeah.
maybe they'll watch it.
and then
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
so we all agree that this is a watch movie.
Recommend
Meant
to
to
Definitely
watch.
watch,
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
Yeah, especially if you're a fan of this kind of genre.
Yeah,
right?
this genre, Nick Cage, something kind of zany.
See, and this opens it up to Leo because Leo doesn't normally watch this kind of stuff, so we're broadening.
This is
his
good for all
horizon.
of us. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Right.
So and then so we're about to end it. So Leo's turn to pick the next movie
Wait
we
till
watch.
my movie.
And oh god damn it, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so my next movie's gonna be Birdman. We'll talk more
Yeah.
about it.
So this
on the
is
next
not-
This is official. You're going
yeah,
with
the
Birdman.
official. Yeah,
Okay,
we're
so
gonna
there you
watch
go.
Birdman.
That shows you right now that we don't just do B movies and stuff like that. We're going with
This was an Oscar film.
winning, right?
Yeah, we're
Oscar-
just kind of pick movies that we like or don't like or
I mean,
might be
yeah.
fun to talk about. You know, that's what I thought
Yeah,
this would be
okay.
all about. You know, I like
that's
this
exactly
one.
what it is. So there you go. That proves that we don't just do B movies. This is our Oscar-winning movie.
And we won't just pick them and pick
I've
them
seen it
apart.
already, but I'll have to rewatch it because it's been a while. Leo's seen it. Josh hasn't seen it. I've already got an opinion on that movie, but I'll let you find out later. And yeah, so I think we're done.
That's it.
No news today. No movie news. So yeah, we're
No,
just
not that I
gonna,
know of. But,
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
last
All right.
week I did, but
So, everyone done? We're good?
Done.
All right. So that was another episode 2 of What Did We Just Watch? And thanks for listening.